welcome to the Teletonics TV show with favorite Anita. And today is our relationship highlight. And the topic we're going to with today is managing your relationship with your spouse and your children. Yes, there are so many people out there in the world today that they cannot rightly manage the relationship they have with their children and the one they have with their spouse. Is a big issue in our contemporary world today. And because of this, lots of home has been shattered, lots of marriage has been dissolved, lots of relationship has suffered malnutrition with regards to emotion. And so lots of these people try to know how to live a life that they can properly handle two things, juggle two things, two boats at once, and still stay underwater floating easily. So today I'm sharing with you highlights on this topic that you can utilize if you want to have a healthy relationship between you and your spouse. With regards to your children as well. Yes, you, your spouse, and your children, the three of you. If you want to have a healthy relationship, you must listen to what I'm about to tell to you right now. You must abide by these, you must follow them up and practicalize with all of your heart, all of your mind, all of your soul. If you want to see results in your family at the instant. So the first step you have to understand is this. The first thing you must do is this. You must be willing to avoid or give up any profession that doesn't offer to you valuable lengthy time for your family. Any career, any talent, whatever profession that doesn't give you enough time for your family, enough time for your children, you must be ready and willing to give up that career. Relationship is sacrifice. If there is no sacrifice, it cannot stand. There's many things in the world that will always try to come in between you and your family, but you must be willing to give up the career. Even if it's a millionaire career, you must give it up and settle for another one as well that will give enough time for your family, enough time for your spouse, enough time for your children. May I also tell you that anytime you stop having enough time for your family, one, they will assume you're married to that work and you care much about your work than them. Two, it will start breaking the love bond you have with them. Distance without communication breaks bonds and love. It breaks bonds and love. So you must be very careful. Three, the husband will assume negative images with that job you are doing. He will either see you flirting around with your boss if you're a lady, and if you're a wife, you start seeing your husband as well, maybe having some extramarital relationship outside his work. So when you're not always at home because of the kind of job you do, you're slowly bringing lots of negative images into your home that will pose a danger and a threat to your home. So you must ensure that you always go for professions that will not clog in or clustering with your family without, allowing you or trying not to make you have enough time, like the required time for your family. You must be willing to drop that career, that relationship, else you lose your home, you lose your kids to strangers, to molesters, and to abusers. So you must be there to protect your family. You must be there to show your presence and to signify love in that family, in that relationship, in that unit. It's very, very important. The second lesson again is you must always ensure to build a great, close relationship with your children. You must build a great, close relationship with your children. There's some couples actually, they have a very deep, intimate relationship amongst themselves, but there is no relationship with the children, which is very wrong, because if you're more focused about your partner and then your children is on the bench, the marriage will fail, that union will fail, because you're not just there for your husband as well, you're also there for the children. Those children, they have problems, they have needs, they have attentions. They are critical crisis that needs emergency. They are very tender. They need you. They need you. Even if they're adults, they still need you in some areas of their life. You need to be there to comfort them, to encourage them. But the more you're into your spouse or into your into your work, talent or flair, you find yourself missing out on the roles you are destined and gifted to play to your children. Very important. Very. But there are lots of homes that the parents, right from inception, right from marital union, right from when they entered as husbands and wife and get birth to the first child, they have never given that child more time than they give to themselves. No. They can sit on the parlor and discuss from morning till night, but they will never go to the children's rooms to know what's going on up and down. There's a limit in the house. No go area. The children apartment is no go area. In fact, they only go there when they want to wake them up for school or get into the time to eat, or just talk about assignments or homework, or talk about how school is going, or when they need money, or when they want to send them on errands. That is only when they notice the children around them. Very wrong. You must always ensure that you have a deep, close relationship with your children. When you're more closer to them, you become their friend. They can trust in you, and you learn to also understand the kind of child you gave birth to, and also discover the faults and problems you are having in their lives and correct them. They can even teach you as a parent that this is where you're not getting right, to work them, and then you can learn from them. Very important. Those kids, they need your attention. Build a great relationship with your children, with your kids, whether they are adults or babes. Very important, very necessary. Then also, you must always avoid spouse competition with your children. Spouse competition with children. There are some scenarios whereby, this is actually, generally observable in most homes, whereby the husband is trying to fight, over the wife, so that the children will see the husband, him as the father, as the best, and the wife is fighting so that the children will see her as the best. So it's a competition in the home. Everyone is competing. Why are you guys competing with each other? It's foolishness. It's ignorance. You're just displaying ignorancia in work, because the more the both of you are competing, the more you start losing respect for each other. The love starts fading away. The children also notices it. They also learn from you, and they also try to apply the same principle when they also get married, which is very, very wrong. So you must always endeavor to avoid competition with your spouse with regards to your children. You don't have to ideally dissipate yourself the best. No, it's wrong. Play your own roles and allow your wife to also play her own roles. You as a wife, play your own role and allow your husband to play his own roles. This is more significant in the family with regards to women exactly, because most women, they like to see themselves, they like to see themselves, as the lords, whereas they are the servants in the marriage. They are servant husbands, and then they want the children to always be into them, I carried it for 9 months. Therefore, if you should love anyone more, it should be me. I'm always there for you. Father is always working. I was made a housewife because of you. So if there's anybody should love more, it should be me. I make meals for you. You should love me more. They try to give the children conditions without even having to utter words, so that the kids will love them more than their father. The kids should love you and the both parents equally. Else, that marriage, it will spring up division. You see a child say, I support my father, my mother, no. And then someone will say, I support my mother, no, not my father. In that relationship, it springs up division in the home, discord in the home. The children are against each other. Even the children suffer against each other because, oh, you're with mommy, I hate you for that. I'm with daddy, you're with mommy, I hate you for that. Discord springs up between the children, and then discord also springs up between the husband and the wife. You must avoid it. Say no to those thoughts, those sorts of competition. Say no to it. Listen to me. If you want your children to see you very well, you don't need to try to make or paint your husband black or you as husband, parent, wife, like your actions in that home, your responsibilities well played, your roles exuded will tell them who really in this home needs an accolade of honor, and excessive love. It's just the roles. The roles will tell. The actions will tell. Will tell them who is who and who needs to be treated as this or that. So get that into your skull and allow that to really stop competing with your husband or your wife, and allow yourselves to play the roles you are given in that marriage. The next one again is you must avoid instilling fear in the children. You must avoid instilling fear in your children, in your kids, in your babes. Very important. A lot of people instill fear in the children. They instill this nervousness and agitations, the trembles of heart in the kids. When your kids fear you, they will not just respect you, they will not be close to you. They won't disclose private matters to you because you're an object of fear, a bully in disguise. You're their parent, yeah, but you're a bully in disguise. They are bullied in school, bullied in the streets, bullied in the areas, bullied in the amongst their friends. They come back home and they also get bullied by you, the parent. In fact, most parents are the greatest bullies in the lives of their children. When you instill fear in them, they tend to stare from you. They tend to, deter themselves from you. They tend to seal their hearts off from loving you ever. And whatever you do to them at that point, they will always remind you of it in the future. So you must avoid instilling fear in them. If you want to have a healthy relationship with your kids as well, having a deep relationship with them cannot be, ensured or enacted or visualized until you take away fear. If you have planted fear already, take away fear. The first step is taking away fear. Then you can have a healthy and close relationship with them. You must deal with fear. Fear is very, very important. The final one on our list again is you must create an event timetable of funful activities for both your spouse and for both you and your spouse and your children as well. You must create an event timetable. On Mondays we are going for tar on the beach. On Tuesdays we are having a round table eatery party. On Wednesdays we are going for swimming competitions within ourselves. On Thursday we are going for seminar classes. On Friday we are going for nights, music, karaoke, dance. On Saturday we are going for dinner party. Create an event timetable for both your spouse and your children. Now, this event timetable keeps the relationship funful, memorable, and enlightening. But when you don't have a timetable, you hardly see fun. Even your kids will see the parents as boring. As the kids, I say the parents as boring because the parents lack the mindset and attitude of what fun and event in them. So once you create that timetable for yourself and for your kids, you tend to have a loving, entertaining, and thrilling relationship in that home. They will love you more. They will get more bonded with you, and believe me, the family, will become a place they can never ever run away from. Whenever they are far away, they remember the joy, the peace, the ecstaticness, and the beauty they derive from the family. They will like to come back again. They will hardly leave the home without calling you. They will always keep on calling you, keep on trying to get in touch with you because you're reminding them of the fun and happiness that derive in you. Even your spouse, are they still entertained in that relationship? Are they still finding it attractive? Are they still, awed by the aura of your presence? These things help to keep relationship more appetizing, more enticing, and more thrilling at that matter. Please enjoy and do practice these things if you want to see a great relationship that is well managed in your life. If you're not subscribed, subscribe right now. Click on that bell for notifications to receive other hints and videos that will post to you from time to time, and also help us to share this particular video right now to all of your contacts that you believe that this video will help their lives, so we can equally spread the impact of this channel to everybody on the planet Earth. faster. Thank you so
There's
much.
not
And
much to
bye for now.
do when all I can is thinking about you. Not doing well, don't know where